Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me see here. All right, let's see here. All right, so let me turn this on real quick. I look like I'm wearing an angelic robe, but this is not. It's just a white shirt. I don't know why. I can't figure out my camera and why it's doing this, but this is what you get today, okay? You get white sweater, which I normally don't wear white anything, but it's a cute sweater. I was supposed to be wearing something else like my merch, but I forgot and I ran out of time. So yeah. Anywho's, it is Tuesday, May 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me do my disclaimer real quick. It says, my disclaimer is this. I say this every time I go live on YouTube. I say, this is a live stream and not a tutorial. This aired Tuesday, May 31st, 2022 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're viewing this after that time and date, I will not answer you live in video, so don't get upset when I don't answer you. It's not live because you're not watching it during the right time, okay? And also don't get mad when I don't start the project as quickly as you like me to start it, okay? Because it's not a tutorial. Yeah, so anyway, my name is Marie. I like to make things. I like to turn around and show you how I made those things. Welcome to my live stream. Yay. I said words today. Today, I'm actually feeling like, hey Azur, hey Darlene, welcome. So glad you guys are here. I feel like crud today. What had happened was, I have really bad migraines, okay? So I had a migraine last night, and normally I do not take my migraine medicine the night before a live stream because I feel like it makes me feel like really, not loopy, but just like really tired and drained. So, yeah, I had to take it last night. And basically all it is, my migraine medicine, all it is a medication that helps me sleep, and it lasts a little bit throughout the day so that I won't have a migraine during the day when I need to be working and doing stuff and making money. So I had a migraine yesterday, so I was like, I have to take this medicine. And so I feel like really, really loopy. Okay, did you just lose your Kong? Hold on a second, I gotta go find his Kong. Here it is. It's right here. So, sometimes having a dog is really gross. You gotta deal with their spit sometimes. But I will hand sanitize my hands. Here you go, boo boo. Yes, it is Bronco. He is living his life. He's doing what he does best, which is eating. He loves to eat stuff. So I'm trying not to let him eat as much stuff as that. Yeah. You know how you always see those signs out in public, Darlene, where people have these signs up. Like I remember one time, I'm sure you see it at a gas station. There's a sign at a gas station that says, this is not drinkable water. This is water that you use to clean your windshields. So obviously they had to make a sign. And it's the same thing with these disclaimers. I have to make these disclaimers because people were commenting and they were like, why aren't you answering me? And I'm like, it's like 3 days later after I got done with the live stream, and I'm like, why are you getting upset? So I have to like erase a whole bunch of messages because people were just so ticked off at me because I wasn't answering them in video. So yeah, and they think it's a tutorial and it's not. Basically what I do in my lives is yeah, I see you watching, Azur. They're blue. Yes. So I do these live streams so that I can practice with a technique that I you know, been trying to do for the week, and I'm trying to see if I can actually do it on camera and it makes sense. So it's basically testing out my camera equipment. And oh, speaking about camera equipment, is this on? Testing out my camera equipment and making sure, yeah, Darlene, yep, that's exactly it. And making sure that I can show the technique on camera. So that's basically why I do these live streams. And besides, I get to talk to you guys, you wonderful people. So Azure, yes, these are the earrings that I'm going to make today just to see if I can make it on camera. So, yeah, today actually, even though I felt like crud and I felt like the bottom of someone's shoe, I got up and I said, I'm going to gather some supplies and I'm going to do a live on Amazon. So I did a live on Amazon around 11:30. He'd just be walking out of the room, just be like, excuse me, I gotta leave. I always laugh whenever he leaves the room. So I did a live and you guys have been here probably for my braided ring video, and I did a live and I did a video, actual tutorial on it. So I decided I'm gonna take all the things that I did live on YouTube and do lives on Amazon, which gets people close to the products that I've been trying to sell, which are the products on Amazon. Those are the products that I'm using in order to make my stuff. So I did a live for the braided bead ring. I think that's what it's called, or bead braided ring. I can't remember whatever, you know what I'm saying. So I did that this morning, and you know, it's different. Amazon is a little bit different. You got to do things a little bit differently. Like, I can't have, you know how here in the beginning I always have like this starting soon thing, this right here. So I can't have this up. Why? I don't know. So I can't have that up because of the fact that it's like it's not a image of someone. There's not you know, it's not a moving person. Like they say they don't want that. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So they'll take you down. Like YouTube, they don't do that. They just be like, whatever, we'll just make sure you don't get any money because you use this music. And so YouTube is a little bit more flexible. And then once you figure that part out, most of what YouTube gets upset about is when you use music that doesn't belong to you. So unless someone gave you the permission to use that music. So I think when it comes to copyright strikes, I think a lot of that has to do with that, the music. And if you start talking about things that get people heated, like, I'm not even gonna say what it is because I ain't getting in trouble. So there's some things that get people heated that's in the news or whatever, if you know what I'm saying. So if you mention those things and talk about those things, then they start striking you to death. Boop, 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 boop. So that's the only thing about YouTube. But Amazon, they are who they are. It's okay, you know, but it's a little different. And on top of it all, the reason why I don't really like it too much is because of the fact that like it's dead. It's dead. They're really trying to push to get people over there to do lives, but once you're there and you're doing the lives, it's like crickets, man. Literally crickets. Like, you hear nothing. No one in the chat. You ask them to go in the chat, no one is saying anything. I felt like I was talking to a room, an empty room. Well, that's kind of like with my YouTube videos. I am talking to an empty room and no one's reacting. But still, when you're live doing it and it's just going out there and no one's looking at it, it's I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why I found that weird, but I do. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I did one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Did I do Sunday? Yep. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I was going to do it on Monday, but I was like, nah. I just couldn't take doing a fourth one in a row and like feeling like, why ain't nobody talking? What's going on? So yeah, I like it here because I have a chat. I have people in the chat. They're talking. They're having a good time and all that good jazz. Let's see here. How is everybody doing? Like if I say here, how's everybody doing? They get in the chat and they be like, I'm doing good, I'm doing bad, or I'm doing horrible. And they answer, but Amazon, ugh. So anyway, I'm gonna still stick to it. I always say to myself, even if you don't feel comfortable doing it, just keep doing it. If there's something that you're uncomfortable with doing, I highly encourage you to keep doing it. Just saying. Because then you'll start to learn how to like it, or you'll begin to start liking it, and it starts to become like really easy to you. So doing lives on YouTube, it's I know as were you were one of the first ones who reacted to my lives. So yeah, then there's that. So that's what new adventure I am doing. So, and then I want to show you guys something. Let me turn my camera. Why am I going up here like I think it's on, but let's just see. See? Not on. Oh, excuse me. I'm telling you guys, my camera does not like me. My top-down camera does not like me, and I can't figure out why. But yeah. I'm just gonna wait for it to heat up. But you know, turn it off, turn it back on. Okay. So I did this little project. Oh, there it goes. So I did this little project. You see this plastic thing right here? So this plastic thing, hi, can I get a focus? Thank you. Thank you, camera. Always love it when you focus. So, you see this plastic thing right here? This plastic thing right here is a popsicle stick. So I bought a box of popsicle sticks. I don't know where they are, but I bought a box of popsicle sticks, which my husband was looking in the cart. He was like, what in the world are you buying? And I said, oh, you'll see. I was hoping I could just open up a thing and then I'll find the popsicle sticks. But they come in a cute little quaint box. Here they are. So they come in a box like this. And there's like a whole bunch of like little popsicle sticks in there. People use them to make, you know, cake pops and things like that. And even some popsicles and ice cream and stuff like that. So I found these popsicle sticks. And then because I needed something for, you know, sometimes when you're on Instagram, you're like, oh, I want to show off these earrings. And so you have this I poke little holes in it. So I can put my earrings in there and I can go like this. If I'm going to take these earrings and sell them, I don't want my ear juice all over it. Even though I can easily clean it, I just don't want people to think that's my ear juice all over your earrings when you get it. So I've been like just holding it up to my ears if I'm going to take a YouTube or just take a picture. But I found that holding these popsicle sticks and holding it out of the frame, it looks like I was wearing the earrings. So I thought it was a really cool idea. And I was thinking about it. I said, I wonder if the popsicle sticks or something like that comes in clear. And sure enough, Amazon has everything. Hence the reason why I want to start streaming on Amazon, because everybody is there to buy. So that's awesome. So I created this little thing so I can hold this earring up without it, you know, putting it in my ear or anything like that. It's not like my ear actually has juice, but I always say, I don't know why nobody wants your ear juice on their earrings. It's disgusting. So anyway, now I got these beads from Amazon. No, I didn't. I got these beads from Michael's, and they came in like these big, and I think you probably saw it on one of my past lives one of my past lives, and I don't like them. I'm going to make this, and I'm going to make it for myself. So this popsicle stick really doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to keep these for myself, because while I was making this earring, the paint was coming off. So there was like paint with these beads, there's paint on them. And so as I'm working with them, there's like little pieces of like pink paint all over my hands. And I'm like, I wish this was on Amazon so I can leave a bad review, because they're horrible. And I got these from Michael's. I mean, they're very beautiful color, because it's just like the color just goes poof, and it pops. It's so beautiful. But crappy painted beads. Do not get painted beads. These are 6.0 size beads. Okay, he's dragging his bed. Yeah, these are size 6.0 beads. I hate them. They are what they are. Who cares? But they are perfect for a regular project, so it doesn't really matter. But these are 6.0, and I believe these are even these are painted too. But when I was working with them, they weren't no paint was coming off of them or anything. This one I definitely could see. I don't know if I had like lotion on my hands. You know how sometimes you have something that has like alcohol in it, and maybe, or oil, and maybe the paint was coming off because I had oil on my hands. I don't know, but ew. But I'm going to do it because I'm going to do a matching pair for this earring. So let me explain to you the inspiration for this earring. Have you ever been at summer camp? And I remember, speaking about popsicles, really? Why you say you're glad the pink beads are crappy? Yeah, the blue ones weren't. You and this blue stuff. So, if you've ever been to summer camp, we're not talking about Crystal Lake summer camp. I'm talking about just a regular summer camp, or even like those little summer getaway things or whatever. They would always have this activity with these popsicle sticks. You will hold 2 popsicle sticks, one over the other in like a cross formation, and then you would take some yarn and you would just wrap it around the popsicle sticks, and it will make a little design that looks similar to this. But instead of leaving it as, you know, a string, I put beads on it, and then you wrap it the same exact way that, I know you don't like pink, but guess what? You know what's pink is your leaf in your icon, Azure. You don't like pink. Sorry. I said that I was going to change that. You know what I say? I always say write it down. I do need to change that, because I feel like the pink has been pink for a lot of people for a while, and I need to figure that out. No, I didn't got no paper up here. Oh, wait, here we go. All right. I always say write a note. So I should always write a note. So I'm going to write a note about the fix my icons, so everybody can have different colors. For some reason it say pink for everybody for a long time, and I'm like, I don't know what that's all about. So anyway, welcome everybody who's new here. I am going to do these earrings momentarily, but I am explaining the anatomy of this earring. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I think that's how I came up with that. I saw it like years ago. I remember my daughter had went to, years ago, she went to like a summer camp, and they were doing that, and they came home with these little, you know, I don't know if they call them sun chasers or dream catchers or whatever they call them. I can't remember what she called them, but she just loved that thing, and she just kept doing it when she got home. So this is kind of the same idea, same concept in order to create them. Now, what you do is, I am going to grab a ruler because I need about, I believe 4 inches, yes. I need 4 inches. Let me move this out of the way. So let me move this stuff out of the way here. So I am going to get about 4 inches of, here we go. We need 2 pieces that are 4 inches long. All right. There we go. Now let's get another piece here. So, like for everything, am I the only one who writes like notes for everything? Like on my computer, I'm not gonna show you guys because those are important notes. I don't want nobody to read it. But I like, even on my like monitor, I have like notes across the bottom of it. My husband's like, "Did you do these things yet on these stick-up notes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." He's like, "Why don't you throw them away?" And I'm like, I might need to do them again. I don't know. It's to remind me that I actually did it, I guess. So, all right, we have 2 pieces here. Move this out of the way a little bit. But we got these 2 pieces here. Now, here's the part that may sound weird, but to get these pieces to stay in this position, we need to loop them together. Now, how I'm going to do this is, first I'm going to start with folding it in half, okay? Which is kind of hard when you want to keep them even, but is possible, okay? We can do this. We can do this. All right. So I folded. I'm going to fold them both in half. So I got that in half. Okay. Wow. I did pretty good. Folding it in half and having them even. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to get it as close together as I can, making it a really even, nice little even loop. So would you guys, did I talk to you guys about the possibility of me doing a looming video? Because I have been working on my looming lately. Yay! I just need to get the project that I have on my loom right now. I need to get it off the loom and finish it in a way that is easy to be able to teach and have it, you know, look good after it's done. So once I get that one project, if I get it off, I'm at that point in my life that if this doesn't work, what I'm doing, I'm giving up. Because I've been working on this loom for about 2 or 3 projects, and I'm like, if I waste any more string, I'm going to scream. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm like, if this don't work, I don't care about no looming. Don't even mention it. Don't ask me. So I'm almost there, folks. I am almost there. So now I have a nice little small looped. There we go. Man, I love these pliers. These pliers just, if I'm having a problem getting something as close as possible, these pliers do it, man. These pliers do it. If these ever break, I will like scream. So anyway, I have 2 of these in a bend in the middle, so I have them both folded. These are 4-inch pieces of 16 gauge copper wire. So now that I have the starting loop here, what I'm going to do, this may sound weird, is I'm going to create a loop in the middle just by pushing it off to the side like that. All right. And hopefully they're straight, but it doesn't really matter. So I have this looped. Now with the second one, I'm going to loop it in the middle, but I'm going to open the loop so that I can slip this one on it. you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But hear me out. So I'm going to loop this by creating a little loop in the middle. Like that. I'm going to take my tiny pinchers and I'm going to open this loop up a little bit so I can fit the other one inside of it. Okay, so I opened it up a little bit like this. Now I'm going to slip this one on to the other one. Maybe I didn't open it up. Okay, there we go. You heard that little pop? Yeah, that's how you know you got it in there. And then I'm going to close the loop that's open. May not be easy. Okay, I see it. There we go. So now it's closed, it's in there. You created a little, you know, just created a nice little cross there like that. Now this seems a little wonky, it's moving all around, whatever, what have you. But guess what? Doesn't really matter. Now, I'm gonna take a couple pieces of 22 gauge wire, okay? Doesn't really matter how large, how long they are. I'm just going to cut off a piece. Doesn't really matter, because if I run out, I run out and it's no big deal. I just don't want to have a whole bunch of wire that I have to keep wrapping around here, because that's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so now as you can see, it's not coming loose. All you need to do with this wire is to get it in position. Okay, so I'm just gonna put one end of this wire through the middle of one of these loops. It doesn't matter which, just get that wire in there. And I'm just wrapping the end to secure it down and get it out of the way. Use my tiny pinchers to do it. Y'all, I was watching a movie I should not have even been watching. But here's the thing. It's a scary movie. And what I did was I said, I'm not going to watch this at night. So I watched it during the day. Now, let me see if you guys can guess it. What movie this is. So, I really didn't like the way this movie was going. It was a remake movie, okay, of a scary movie that I watched when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. And and we were all scared to do this thing. And it involved a mirror. Now, see if you guys can guess what movie it is. There goes my camera again. See if you guys can guess what movie this is that I was watching today. It scared the crap out of me, because it kind of like brought me back to like my childhood, when I was like, we were all scared to do this. And whoever didn't do it was a punk, and they get to talk about you at school the next day. So if you guys are in the chat listening, guess what movie that was. But then again, you don't know how old I am. Hey, that's gonna tell me my age. It's gonna tell my age whenever you guys can, if you guys can figure it out. It involved a mirror, and everybody was afraid to do it, me included. I'm not a little punk, but I am a punk, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a punk. Okay, I'm a punk. Wow, Lorraine, it only took you 2 minutes. There is a couple movies that involves a mirror. See? See, there's two movies right there that I know of that involves a mirror that I know of. But yeah, it was the first one. Lorraine got it right. Hey, the Place of Stones, welcome. I don't know why I'm talking about this movie. Yeah, here's the thing. I used to do scary movies all the time growing up. All the time. That's all we would watch, is scary movies. Like, I saw Silence of the Lambs probably when I was like, I was young when I saw that, and it messed me up. So yeah. So I was like, yo, and I watched that movie, the movie that Lorraine had guessed, when I was young. And so I was like, it didn't make no sense to me when I was young. I was just like, oh, this is some guy with a hook and he's killing people. Yeah. So this is the part where YouTube is probably going to YouTube's probably gonna like tell me I can't monetize this video, but I have to talk about this. So this movie though was the remake. You're right, the Place of Stones, that is correct. It was not good. It was not good, and it was like over the top for like no reason. Like, why do we have to make it like about this particular subject? But okay, you do what you do. You make your money the way you want to make it. So yeah. Yeah, I was just like, whatever, I don't really care. But so I was watching it just so I can say I watched it. And so I've watched scary movies, and I watched scary movies growing up, and I watched scary movies even into my adulthood. So yeah. But I'm telling you, Silent Lamb, I'm just like slur my speech so they can't hear me. That movie messed me up. So anyway, let me get back to this thing. All right. So in order to wrap this wire, this 22 gauge wire over top of this 16 gauge wire, you have to wrap it in a certain direction. You have to wrap over and around it. So I'm going to wrap over and around it. So going in front of this post, wrap it around. That is literally all they did. Go in front, wrap it around. So I'm going to do it for like 2 rows. So I'm still on the first row. Wrap it, go around. Wrap it, go around. Wrap it, go around. And I'm looking carefully to see how many I have. So I got 2 here. Now I got 2 here. And now I got 2 right here. Okay, so now this is what it starts to look like. It starts to give you a nice, cute little design. And on top of it all, giving you a cute, nice little design, it's also holding these wires in place. They're not moving anywhere now because they're locked in place with this wire. Yeah, you can see the remake if you want to, but you know, a lot of things that they do nowadays, they make it about something and it's really not. It's like there's just a crazy person who's taking people's lives, and so, but they always try to connect it with other things, and it's like in this remake they did, and I was like, yeah, that kind of ruined it for me. But yeah, and then I can't remember the original and how it ended. So I was like, oh, do I have to go back to watch the first one? It's like, I can't remember it. So, but they explained it and explained what happened in the first one. So that helps. If you are like, do I have to watch it? Yeah, I don't think I really needed to. I didn't have a desire to do so. So now what I'm going to do with this earring now is I'm going to grab my beads, these grossly pink painted beads. These are 6/0 size beads, and it doesn't matter how many you put on there. Okay, I do know that for a fact. Doesn't matter how many you put on there. What you're doing is you're just filling that space with beads. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm putting beads on here, and all I'm doing is filling in that space. Hi Marie, it's Marie. Welcome. So I'm just filling up that space with beads. And you see how I have this many beads on there right now? I don't like the way that looks because you see how I can see the table underneath? I want it to be a little bit more closer to the wire. I'll show you what I mean. So I want it to be a little bit more closer to the wire like that. If I had too many beads, I wouldn't be able to move this wire that has beads on it down. So if I had too many beads on it, it wouldn't look as clean. So I'm gonna keep doing that same thing where I'm going in front of it and just wrapping it around, and I lock those beads on there. And basically that is how the whole earring is made, is by doing that. So that's why I love this project, and I did it a couple times, and I made a couple of the beads like that. The only thing, and here's the only thing, and I'm being honest with you, sometimes when you make earrings like this, they with these beads, they start to feel like a little heavy, a little bit on the heavy side. So these are a little bit heavier. As you can see, it's got some the word I'm looking for is, you know, the gravity is just like, you can feel it's heavy, but it's not over the top heavy. I'm gonna show you the original ones that I had made. Where are the original? Are these the original? Yeah, these are original. Okay. So these are the original that I made. Although that these were made with smaller beads, it still is heavy. But I made it for my sister and she loves them. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, she loves them, then, you know, more power to you. But to me, these are like really heavy. So I wanted to make another one. And I think these are considerably smaller, but I think if I'm ever going to make these again, that I'm going to make it a little bit even smaller than this, because it's really heavy. It's way more heavier than I thought it would be. So it is what it is, but that's the only thing. If you want to make these earrings, they are heavy, but you can always make it as big or as small as you want it to be. So I'm just filling beads in. Now you notice when I told you it doesn't matter how many beads you put in the middle, you're just filling up that space, because you see right here, there's 4 beads here, but then there's 3 beads here, and that's not a big deal. All you're doing is filling up that space, and whatever beads fit there, they fit there. And the reason why that is the case is because none of these beads are uniform in any way, shape, or oh, I know. I love this color, and it goes really nice with the card that I chose for him. Oh, I love these. I really wanted to keep these. In fact, I wanted to, while I'm thinking, oh, I see you. I don't know how I'd be finding these things, but these are considerably smaller than these beads. As you can see, yeah, they're definitely smaller. They're definitely smaller. And so I would say that these are, I can't say that these are 11-0. They could be 11-0, I don't know. But or 12-0. So I'm not sure. But yeah. I'm going to make these again, but for myself, but I'm going to make them really, really small. I'm not really a small earring person, but I'm going to set these aside, and I'm actually going to make a note, because you know how I'll be making no notes. And I also need to, oh wait, I do have a name for it. It's a labyrinth circle earrings. I swear this live is not me just taking notes the whole time. But yeah, I'm going to make these for myself. Definitely going to make them myself. For me, for my ears. So, and like I said, these beads are not all the same size. They're all like imperfect, which I like that. I like that about them. So now, same thing. I'm gonna wrap this around. Boop. It starts to look like, it looks like, what are you doing? What is that? But over time, once you get a couple rows going, oh my goodness, they look so cute. See, now this one, okay. This one looks like it's requiring more in the way of beads. So I'm wondering if these crosses are a little off. I mean, I don't think it really matters. To me, it doesn't. I don't really care. No one's looking to see how many beads you have in one row as opposed to another row. Just as long as it all fits together. My mouth is dry. Can I ever tell you guys how much I love water? Love cold water. Cold enough to you so you can get like brain freeze. I love cold water. So I'm gonna fix some of these wires. There you go. So that they look a little uniform. Okay, here we go. All right. Beauteous. So yeah, I was explaining earlier when I first got on here about Amazon Live and how I'm doing lives over on Amazon, and they're like dead as crickets are just all over in the chat. No one talks. No one talks to each other. No one. So I would get like maybe 1 or 2 people who would talk, and they're always awesome. And they're like, I don't understand why nobody else is talking. So, yeah, so I finally went up a tier. In the matter of time that I was doing it this week, I went up a tier on Amazon. Like, what? Like, my husband was shocked. He was like, wait, you went up a tier? I was like, I don't see why. You know, no one is interacting with me there. So I'm like, I don't understand why so many views. But apparently, just like on Amazon or just like on YouTube, people can see the videos after they've been posted. So that's awesome. So people can still watch them. So it's just like YouTube. It has little thumbnails and all that stuff. So yeah, Amazon has been kicking it up a notch. See, yeah, Lorraine, that makes sense too. Yeah. Yep. So I'm definitely going to do a video on this. I like the concept. Yeah, Amazon Live is like one of those things that, you know how Amazon started, right? Amazon started with, all they did was sell books. And I remember way back in the day, showing my age, but way back in the day, Amazon was only a place where you would get books and you would buy books, which I always thought was so weird. Why would you buy books when you go to the library and borrow the book? So I always thought back then that was just so weird. But little did I know, people were buying books like left and right. You know, it's so funny. Okay, I'm getting like Amazon notifications right now because I've been buying some stuff on Amazon. But yeah, so back in the day, Amazon used to only sell books, okay? And so they expanded to many different things, and finally they started selling products. And I can't remember anything else, but then so now they're selling products, and not only are they selling products, they're selling like pharmacy stuff. Hey, how are you? That's the friend I don't know how to say her name. See, now your little leaf is green. So yeah, I have to figure out what's going on with those leaves and why they are not changing the way they should. And I mean, it can't possibly be that, you know, the pink is the highest tier. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, so Amazon Live, yeah, it's one of those things that's really hard to find. What I'm going to do is, yes, it's the same thing with Netflix. They used to do DVDs, you know. Yeah, because I used to do, I want to say Gamefly. So I used to do that. Like, I would go and get games from Gamefly. I think it's called Gamefly. And then from there, we started doing DVDs. And so you would rent DVDs and, you know, put them in a box or, you know, whatever, send them off. And people are like, oh my God, that's so cool. You don't have to go to Blockbuster. Yeah, see? I'm showing my age, you guys. You don't have to go to Blockbuster. And so I used to love that because I didn't have to go to Blockbuster and like choose from the movies that they had there. I could just choose what I want. And then like for that weekend, by the time the weekend comes along, I had my DVDs in my mailbox, right? That's when Netflix used to do DVDs. And I remember telling my daughter that, and she was like, no, they didn't. I'm like, whoa. It's like, yes, they did. Yes, they did. And they had a nice little packaging, and that's all they did. It was pretty cool. Yes, Gamefly. Yeah, mostly Sims games. Sims games. All the Sims games. And then I had, we had a couple of, like, I did Tomb Raider. Yeah. It was a thing. And not one of my happy times. It was like, yeah, I gotta get my game. So yeah, it was fun times. And then I started like doing Sims on my computer. And what's funny about the Sims is that I used to play Sims so much that, you know, I couldn't wait to get home. Like, I'd be talking to people and I'd be like, this is not fun to talk to people. I just can't stand people. And I was like, I can't wait to go home and play with my Sims. And then it started getting to a point where I was like, okay, yeah, Simlish. Yeah, Simlish. And yeah. So here's the funny thing though, is that recently with my new computer, supposedly it's a gaming computer, whatever. So I have an 𝕤𝕒 gaming computer, and so I was playing. Oh, yeah, I play SimCity, and I actually play SimCity on my iPad. I actually still play that to this day because that's pretty cool because you ain't got to worry about people and making sure that they ate, you know, none of that stuff. You just have to care for an entire city and make sure that they're able to find their food and all that good jazz. But I went with this new computer. I went and I got, you know, Sims, and I put it on there, and I'm like, yeah, I felt like a kid again, right? And so I'm playing this game, and it literally, you guys, it was not the same. I had cheat codes and everything, and it's so funny. I remember the cheat codes to this day. I remember the cheat codes. I wrote it down again because I was like, why did it just come to me like that quickly? And so the cheat codes, most of the cheat codes that I would use are cheat codes so I can get like bottomless money. So I would do that a lot. So my house can be the biggest house in the neighborhood, and I could do whatever I want with my house. And it just was not the same. It was like, oh, okay. I have lots of money, even though I have a job. But yeah, it was like, yeah. It really was not the same. It just wasn't. It literally was not the same. So I played for like a week, and it's still on my computer. I haven't even touched it again. Just not the same. And I mean, I got a cat. I literally, like, I have Sims. I have a really big house, 3 floors, big yard, house down the block, all kinds of stuff, right? But I was like, whatever. When you were younger and it was just like, oh, I don't have a job and I can do whatever I want, you know, it was like, that was fun. But now, not so much. So, yeah. And then I had that going for me. But I also would play, shoot, what's the name? Fallout. I would play Fallout too. So I have Fallout on my computer, and I do play that, but I'm stuck on one of the levels, and I have yet to get out of there, and it's been a couple weeks. So yeah, I have that going for me. So as you can see here, I ran out of wire. No problem. So what I'm doing is I want to make sure that this is as squished together. This is what it looks like on the back. I want this to be as squished as I can get it. Okay. And I'm just going to wrap this wire in somehow, some way. And I might even, I feel like I want to leave it and then like wrap it later, but I'm gonna wrap it now. Really, I never did get tired of the Sim City. I just kept forgetting that I needed to open it up every now and again to see how my city is doing. But other than that, I really liked it. I don't know why that was more gratifying to play than, you know, playing with a Sims character. What? That's pretty cool. Fallout voicing. I've always wanted to do voice acting. Because everyone said that they like my voice for some reason, and I'm like, I hate my voice. I hate listening to my voice. I hate hearing myself talk. And I don't know why. Everybody's like, oh, you got a nice voice. Like, yeah, that's cool. What do I do with that information? So, okay, this is the wire right here. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I'm still here. So, like, how many Fallouts are there? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I love playing Fallout. Because it's like, with Fallout, it's like I have a hard time getting bored with it. So, but I get bored, just like everybody else would get bored with it, is if you get stuck somewhere. And so I did. I got stuck somewhere, and these creatures kept eating me. So I was like, why do I keep dying in the same way, but kind of like in different, very unique manners? They would like eat me, or, you know, I have to run away and then I get lost. And yeah, it's just... And the reason why I like Fallout so much is because, you know, you're basically just trying to survive this nuclear holocaust, and you survive, and then you are out there trying to get tools and different supplies and different things like that, but you have to go a certain way to get these supplies, and you have to be these particular supplies is going to help you to fix your water infiltration system or whatever. So to me, it's like it's got more girth to it for a game than any game that I played. So I always love that. And it's like, it's not too much, but there is a lot of it, of like shooting people. So I'm not really into like shoot 'em up games too much. Even when I was younger, I really wasn't into that. But I do like games that have you thinking, is this the right way to go? Is there a monster around the corner that I need to run away from? Because mostly that's what I would do, is run away from it. So it's a lot of that, and I like it. Okay, so now here is what I hate. You see that, you guys? This is what I get from these beads. It's gross. It's disgusting, and I hate it. Like, that's gonna get on my skin, but you know, you can't really see it on my skin. But yeah, that's aggravating. So I wish this was on Amazon so I can complain about it and say, these are nasty. I don't know. Is that how a complainer sounds and looks? This is nasty. Ew. This is a dumb product. I don't know. I'm gonna really refrain from taking medication the night before my lives. Oh my goodness. And even to like all the way to about like 3 o'clock, I'm still like, that's how I feel. I feel like a sound effect. But I will live. I'm just happy I don't have a migraine. That's all I can hope for. That's what the medication is supposed to do. So it's doing its job. So yeah, it literally you get addicted to it. Like, I literally will be out and about. I'll be working and I'll be thinking about, oh, I should have put a wall there on my Sims, and then I can, like, you know, put a door there, and then it can go into another room. And why? I don't know why. But you just get so addicted, and you're like thinking of different ways to like, it's just, It sucks when you're addicted to a game that's like doesn't really matter. So yeah, then there's that. So I'm glad that it didn't. I mean, I'm not glad. I really wanted to play Sims because now I can do it if I want to. Get your mind off of things, but it doesn't hit you quite the same as when you were younger. I remember I literally took my computer. It was a desktop computer, just like, you know, any other I've ever had. And I would literally put more memory in it. I put more RAM in it myself. I, you know, constructed my own computer so that I can run the Sims. Because that Sims be eating up your memory. I'll tell you that much. If you ain't got a video card, it's crappy. So, yeah. Basically, the thing about these earrings, though, back to these earrings, I'm trying to stay on the subject, I'm sorry, you guys, is that you can attach the wire anywhere. You can attach it, you cut it, and you run out of wire, you just tie it in, cover it up, squish it down, and then you take a new piece of wire, put it in the same spot, wrap it around, and just keep going. Literally, it's that easy. Because all the work is on the back, and even in the back it doesn't even look that bad. So these are like one of the easiest beaded earrings. I just love the way it looks. It's better than the other beaded earrings that I made. I've since sold them, but basically it was just like when I made my my head wrap pin, that, you know, you're either gluing down some beads on a string, or you're sewing down some beads on a string, and it takes a lot of time. And so I did a simple pair of earrings like this, but is in the same design. It's just a circle. Basically, I did it on wire and I sewed it down. One pair I sewed down and one pair I glued down, and yeah, it worked out just fine. But it took a lot of time. It took a lot of energy. You had to wait for the glue to dry and all that good jazz. So yeah. To me, I feel like this is like, I like it. I don't have to worry about the glue over time getting loose. But, you know, if you're not doing anything so, you know, totally intricate, it should be fine. So, yeah. Then there was that. And each time that I'm putting a row of beads on, I'm looking to see if, you know, making sure that there is not too much space. Like, you can even see, or can you? Try to see. Yeah, you can kind of see, like right here, some of the paint is coming off. Man, I am not happy with these beads. These beads have made me angry. As you can see, I am not happy with these beads. But yeah, so I actually want, oh, here's another game that I used to play a lot of, and now my husband, man, he get on my nerves. So he turned me on to this game that's on my iPad, and it's it's the what is it called? Shoot, now I can't remember. Oregon Trail. That's what it is. If y'all don't know Oregon Trail, we can't be friends. If you want to travel from one part of the United States in the 1800s, I think it's 1800s or 1900s, and from one side of the United States to the other in a wagon, and try your best not to get dysentery, Oregon Trail is for you. So I got these beads. I never had any peel on me either, but for some reason, these in particular, and I don't have anything on my hands. Like, I have nothing on my hands. My hands are actually kind of dry. I really should work on that. So I don't have anything on my hands, and they are, so it can't be what I have on my skin or anything like that. So I'm like, what in the world? I've never had, you know, the paint come off of them. But I do notice though, see these, I never had any trouble with that. It looks like these are actually the color that they are. So the plastic or whatever material, acrylic, I don't know what material these are made out of, but these are the actual plastic itself is that color. So it's painted that color inside the makeup of the plastic before it's made into beads. So those are the very good type of beads. These right here, because you see that shiny, you see these are matte, that means that it's in the beads, in the plastic itself. So these right here, this shiny, you know for a fact that this is like painted beads, painted color on top of it. But then again, these blue ones are shiny too, but the paint didn't come off of them, so we're good. I really don't know what is happening and why is it being disrespectful to me. You'll never heard of Oregon Trail. So when I was in school, we used to have a computer class, and when you would play this, you would go there on your free time to play on a computer, and you could play the Oregon Trail. And they always had these computers. Back in the day, the computers used to have a black screen with the green letters. And so with Oregon Trail, they actually had like little characters. So that was like kind of like a first computer game, in my opinion. Like besides like, you know, Tetris, or not even Tetris. I think that was like way later. But trying to think, like Minesweeper. Minesweeper, that's what it's called. And like besides those games, they're like basic. Oregon Trail actually had little characters. You can, yeah, it's a problem for me. I had many of my characters die from dysentery and cholera and stuff, and I'm like, man. But I'm trying to understand, trying to see if it's stuff that we're doing. I'm sure it is. Like if we're like eating, like if you usually on a trail you run into somebody or locals in the area, and they would like be like, oh, eat with us, but you know, our stomachs are not as strong as their stomachs are. So we're trying to eat the same foods that they're eating, and I think that's what it is. I'm just thinking right now. But yeah, a lot of my people in my yes, I am totally, Sandy, I'm totally doing that. Don't tell anybody how old I am. So I'm just dropping bees everywhere. So yeah, we would go to computer class and we'll play the Oregon Trail, and then like depending on how far you got, you can beat some of your friends there and see how far they got. But the game to me back then was not intuitive. Now it seems like with the iPad that this game is a little bit more intuitive. Like you can choose what, I think you could too back then. You could choose what tools to bring with you, fire match things, and different tools to like make fire and to like build houses and shelters and stuff like that. Did I just lose my earring out of my ear? Sure did. These earrings are very heavy. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've done that a lot. And the thing about this computer is I'm looking at it. Okay. Now I said that I'm looking at the computer. I will probably post like a picture one day in Facebook. I hate Facebook. Why would I mention that? In YouTube of what my computer looks like. It actually has my husband bought this computer, so I don't really know anything about it. I just know that it's very powerful and we needed it for my live streams. And I'm coming from a little rinky-dink laptop. But this computer, you can actually, it says, you can actually access the inside, because in the side of it, the side of this computer is glass. And beyond the glass is all the mechanisms, the memory, and all the different setup things in there, the RAM, video card, and the board in there, the circuit board, and things you can add to the circuit board, and has little spaces that you can add to the computer in the glass. And not only does it have the components inside of it, you also can, they actually have LED lights on the inside of it. So I have it set up almost like, do you see around this this small video that I'm in right now, this little box around the edges? You see that light? That's what my computer kind of looks like. It has this like very ambient aura of a light LED inside of it that's like blinking, and it's all like different colors and rainbows, which is really cool. You can customize it according to what you like, if that makes sense. And so yeah, it was this little gift to Martian Creations, which was really awesome, that I was like, yeah, I really need a computer. I don't really care what it is. You just pick it, do what you think, you know, I would need for it. And so yeah, I will show you guys, or if you want to, let me put something on the screen real quick. I'm gonna put it in my, I think I want to put it into my Discord. If you want to be a part of the Discord, I give everybody the invitation to my Discord and my lives. As you can see across the screen right here is my email address. So just email me, let me know if you want to be a part of that Discord. It's a exclusive community, an exclusive safe community. And so I share pictures there, and I will show a picture of what my computer actually looks like. And yeah, this computer is different. I've never seen a computer like this before. And I remember we went into Best Buy to go pick it up because he like ordered it, and I'm looking at all the different computers, and I saw that computer and I was like, wow, that's really dope, but you know, that's a little too much. I hope this is not the computer you got for me. And he was like, I did. And I was like, all right, fine, you know, whatever. If you think that that's what I need, then yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, I got an Omen. It's GeForce RTX. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I just know that it's Martian Creations computer, and I like it. I actually like this computer, and it's very powerful in comparison to what computer I am coming from, which is not, you know, it's not that computer. So, and we got a little monitor. I got a little cheap monitor. I don't need anything, you know, crazy. And so yeah, he got me this really crazy computer, and I'm like, what? And then I try when he's not here, guess what I'm doing with this computer? I'm sitting here watching Netflix on the computer. And one day he came home and he was like, is this what you're doing with the computer? I thought you were gonna be playing games or something. And I'm over here watching Netflix and YouTube videos. He was like, I got this computer so you can watch YouTube videos. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Sorry. Oh well. But at least I do my lives on it, right? Oh, okay. So did she get this laptop so that she can play Sims? I mean, you need a really good video card. You need something that is going to handle. So anyway, you guys, in my Discord, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it when I get done with this live. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it and see what you guys think. I even got a keyboard. What is this keyboard? Razer. I got a Razer keyboard that I've always wanted for like many years. It's just black, but underneath the keys it like lights up, so it matches my actual desktop computer. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's a pretty powerful computer, and I'm gonna try to use the most out of it, you know what I mean? So let me look at this. So that's the Discord. Email me as soon as I switch the screen, it's gonna go away, but it's in the description box below. So if you want to, you can join if you email me, okay? Yes, it's a backlit keyboard. So I got lights that shine underneath it. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I like the keyboard. And I've always wanted it, and then they actually had it on sale at Best Buy. I said, yeah, I'm gonna get this to go with it. And I got like a cheap Acer monitor. I like it too. It's bigger than what I'm used to, but you know, I can do split screens on it, and that's really cool. That's what it's all about. Split screens, okay? Split screens, okay? I'm trying not to move my head too much because these earrings are very heavy. Yeah, look at this. Oh, this is my ugly. Look at this. This mouse is like the worst mouse on the planet. My husband hates it because guess what? You know when you have a mouse and people are just like, and this is the reason why I like this mouse, okay? It does not match the decor of what I got going with the computer, but I don't really care. This mouse does not click, okay? You may be like, what the heck are you talking about? But this mouse does not click. So when I click, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna click. Listen carefully. Nothing. You heard nothing, right? That's what I'm talking about. I love this mouse because you can just click and you won't hear anything. And you can program it, and it's got a scroll bar on it. It's an ugly color, but it is what it is. It does its job. It does what I want it to do. But my husband hates it. Like, he'll use the computer for a little bit, and he's like, I hate this mouse, because he loves to hear the confirmation that he clicks something when it goes click, click, click. And I'm like, oh, it drives me bonkers. So I said, I need to find a mouse that does not click. That may sound like the weirdest request, but a lot of people do not like to hear the clicking of the mouse. I'm just saying. So I don't really know how many rows. Let me see. How many rows did I do? I did 5 probably, because I can count with my eyes. All right, so I did 5 and I have 4. Okay, so I'm on my 5th row. So what I like about these earrings is that you could just do it without even thinking about it. I'm just doing this without even thinking about it, and I don't even have to be like, wait, how many beads? Because it doesn't matter how many beads. You're just filling up that space. See, I filled in like 10 more beads than I really needed. Okay, see the background? Okay, let me show you. See, when you have too many beads in there, you see that big old space? You don't want that. But if you take the beads away, look at that. Big old space is gone. Okay, so I'm going to take these beads off. Oh, I think I took off too many. Did I? Man, I have to go to the bathroom. All right, so here we go. Did I? Okay, so now filling in. Yeah, I had I've always had Macs. My husband has a Mac, and he loves it. But he said that which I thought was pretty interesting. He says there's a lot of apps and programs that he wants to use, but they're only available on Windows. Yes, Sandy, that is correct. I think I might do that. What I think I might do, instead of doing earrings, because I feel like this is like too heavy. So what if I do this video using this particular technique, still using this technique, and I just do it as a pendant? That's what I think I might do. I really have to go to the bathroom. Guys, hold on a second. I have to pee up to my eardrums. Hold on. yeah. Went to the bathroom, but I still, Amazon came. And I got like this big old box of stuff. Okay. So, yeah, my husband said something very interesting when it comes to his Mac that he does not like is the fact that, yeah, I love these blue ones. I think I might do if I can find the beads again. I was gonna say, if I can find the beads again. I can't remember where the beads went for these. I made these the other day. And, I want to see if I can make a little pendant. I'm sure I can make a little pendant. And it will look just fine. Well, with the Mac, he said that there's so many programs out there that he wants to use, but they're only available in Windows. So sometimes he uses it on my computer, any programs that he needs, so it works out. But then he also has my old laptop that I was using for my lives, which is crappy. It's a crappy laptop. It was good when I first got it, and it was HP. And I love it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then, but it wasn't powerful enough. But I used it, I had gotten it for Zoom. Because, you know, everything, you go to church and stuff like that, and we had to get on Zoom to do it, get in contact with your family if you want to see them. And, you know, not everybody has FaceTime, and not everybody has Duo, and it's like, but everybody can have Zoom. So we got it for Zoom, and it worked just fine for that. It did its job. It did what it needed to do. But then I was like, ooh, I could use it for live streams. And I started my live streams in the pandemic, and so it was not where it was at. You guys know. Look at this. This camera's gonna get on my last nerve. I am going to figure out what is wrong with this camera if it's the last thing I do. And I think it has something to do with I'm plugging the camera into the wall so I don't have to use batteries anymore. And I think there is a battery in it, and the battery is like beyond dead, and it keeps trying to use the power from that battery, I think is what's happening. So I'm gonna need to, if I can get the battery out of it, because it's in a big old rig. I think that's what it is, but that's why the camera keeps cutting out on me. So again, I'm running out of wire because I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I need one more. Ugh, I just needed just a little bit more wire. I was playing wire chicken or chicken wire, and it I lost. I thought it was gonna, I didn't think it was gonna run out, but it did. So I'm gonna wind this in so you guys can actually see how I finish this off. I'm just tying it in anywhere, wherever it wants to lay, and I'm wrapping it down, not up, pushing it through the beads so that it will come out and go around the post. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Nothing's fancy. Nothing fancy. So yeah, we have both Mac and Windows computers, and it works out good for us. You know, what's mine is his, what's his is mine. So, you know, we both will, you know, use each other's computers if there's programs that we need, and they only come in Mac, or they only come in, you know, Windows. So I used to use his video software, and it only comes on a Mac. And so I used to do that, but I really don't care for doing that anymore. I do all my video editing on my iPad. So that's the only Apple device I have, is my iPad. And I do everything on my iPad. Now, I don't need that much wire. I just need a little bit of wire. I do not like wasting wire for like no apparent reason. So I'm cutting off a little piece because I only need one more, and then I'm gonna finish these off. So I'm gonna find, Azura, I'm gonna find those beads for you so that you can see them. And let me put this down real quick. So I'm gonna, hi sleepy baby. I'm gonna find those beads for you so you can look at them. I don't know where they are. I'm trying to move my head because it's so heavy. All right. I love these cobalt blue looking earrings. I mean, beads. Look at these. Look at these beautiful things. Oh, they're so beautiful. So beautiful. And I got these from Michael's. I got these from Michael's at the same time. So I got pink, I got these cobalt blue, and I got these salmon coral looking ones. And I got all of these and I was like, oh, they're so beautiful. And then I thought I was gonna put them all together. I never did. I just used them separate. But these are beautiful colors. I really need to get back on it. Have you guys ever heard of Capital City beads? Now, Capital City beads is where I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to go and get all of my beads from because they have so many awesome beads. There is a huge wasp on my security cameras. What in the world? So anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Capital City Beads. I'm gonna send you guys a link to it. And also, if you are on Instagram, there is they have a really good Instagram account, which is really cool. They would take all these beads. I will never do this because it would drive me crazy. They would take these beads. You see, they're all separate and beautiful, and yay. They would take them and put them in a container and mix them all up, and I'm like, ugh, my anxiety goes off the chart. But then when they put it all together, they all end up turning out the combination always turns out really awesome looking. So yeah, I really love their Instagram, and they do stuff like that. That's really, yeah, right over there. They do stuff like that. It's really interesting and creative. I love that. They are very brave because I would never be able to do that. I'm like, I can't do that with my beads because I feel like I have to separate them all over again. So Capital City Beads, they have so many selections, so many choices. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm definitely going to go back to them. I got some beads from them in the past and I love them. Basically, as you can see, I'm just wrapping it around, just making sure that it's secure to get this wire back on there and in the same place where I stopped. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just tying this in. And I think as soon as I'm rubbing these pliers on these beads, the color, the paint is coming off of them. It's making me angry. Because it's a beautiful color, but then, you know, if the color doesn't stay, what's the point, right? So yeah. So let me find the end real quick. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to do one more row of beads and then I'm going to tie this off. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If you mix the beads all together and you like that, you would love Capital City. If you're on Instagram, check out their Instagram. You know, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think they're awesome. So bye, Marie. Thank you for stopping by, my superstar supporter, my Martian cheerleader. I'll see you next week. Or I'll see you on my videos that I need to edit. Oh my God. I need to edit these 3 videos. I have 3 videos and I don't know what's going on with me personally that I am holding off on editing videos for some reason. I've been focusing a lot on my lives. It seems like I'm getting more traction with my videos, with my lives. Bye, Marie. And I don't know why. So I really, really need to get on my editing of videos. And I don't know if I just hit a wall. You know, sometimes you burn yourself out. And I think I did with the editing of my videos because I do so many things in my edits that it takes a lot out of me that I'm like, I don't want to do that again. All right, so this is my last one. Now, what I like to do, because if you notice, we're basically working in a spiral. So I like to make sure I'm moving these rows because it starts to look uneven. Like for instance, this one is a little uneven because I wasn't paying attention as to what I was doing. This one, it is fairly even. Like, it doesn't look like I have more rows than the other side. Really, Sandy? Awesome. That's so cool. I love doing my videos. I just need to do them because I always end up focusing on one thing. For some reason, I can't do multiple things at, once during a week. So I go and I just I have videos. I just need to do them. I just need to do them. That is just the bottom line. I love to do them. I'm not burnt out. Like some people would say, oh, you're probably burnt out. I don't think I'm burnt out. I don't feel like, oh, this is daunting. Oh, this is so depressing. I don't feel that way. I just feel like, oh, that's a lot of hard work. I like doing my lives because I can just do it and then it's done and it uploads on its own. Why are you barking? Why? He doesn't bark, you guys. Listen. He doesn't bark. He borks. I call it borking. He's doing his inside bork because he's learned that barking full out is a big no-no in this house. Bronco. Shh. You can do it. You can do it. Here. You want some chickens? He loves this chicken. This wag chicken. Yeah, he does an inside bork. Good boy for being quiet. Good boy. Aw, he's so cute. He's so cute. It's my little baby. I don't know if you guys know, I'm a first-time dog owner, so I'm just learning things. I'm just learning stuff. Some things that I did wrong in the beginning, I'm kind of currently still doing it wrong. I'm just learning, but for the most part, he's happy, he's healthy, as the vet says, and he's thriving. So that's all we can hope for, right? All right. So we got to the end of this, right? I'm done. I'm not doing any more rows because it won't match this one. So I'm done. I'm going to cut the wire. Okay. I like to make a sound effect when I cut my wire for some reason. Just ignore that. And I'm just pinching the end a little bit. I don't know why I do that. Or are you saying me too to the sound of me cutting my wire? I make sounds when I cut my wire, or with your dog. I don't know. What do you mean by me too? So there you go. So now we have these pointy ends. Now, back in the day when we used to do our little sun catcher things or dream catcher things, we would leave those points out because they're blunt little points, but these are not blunt. They're very sharp. So I like to choose what side I want to be. This right here, I want to leave this long, okay, for a second. Now for the 3 right here, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to bend those down in the back. Yeah, first time dog owner. Yeah, it is pretty new. And I learned some things that I was like, oh, that's what he looks like when he's about to pee. Or, oh, that's what he looks like when he's about to poop on my floor. So you learn those things. He doesn't do that stuff anymore, but he only does it when company's over, and it makes it look like I don't know what I'm doing as a dog owner. But basically what it is, when he does that, it means that it doesn't really mean anything. See, there goes my earring, man. I'm gonna take these earrings out, you guys. So he does that. He'll pee on the floor. He won't poop, but he'll pee on the floor. But he would do that when company's over, and he does that because he's nosy and he don't want to miss anything. And so he doesn't want to miss anything by going outside to go pee. And what happens is he waits too long to go outside. And then by then he's like, I can't hold it any longer, and he just pees. So that's what happens with that. But he doesn't do that normally when no one else is home but us. So he's I go outside every day. I go outside a couple times a day, and goes out on his own. But for some reason, when people are over, he's like, oh, there's action. I don't want to miss anything. And then he pees on the floor, and it's embarrassing. And I'm like, dude. So when I just know that when people are over at the house, I know that I'm going to stop the conversation. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to bring him outside real quick, or I'm going to put him outside. So I need to, you know, as a dog owner, I need to learn different things like that. So we're just bending it down, nothing crazy. And I like to keep it short. Boom. And squishing this down with my really tiny pinchers. Okay. And I'm rubbing my finger along there just to make sure that there's no pointy ends on it and it's gonna scratch my face or anything like that. Leaving just one end up, okay? It's not gonna stay like that forever. So I'm gonna bend this. This is the back. So I'm gonna bend it forward like that. Then I'm going to take my loopers and I'm going to create a little loop on here. This loop may look prettier than my other earrings because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't have enough wire. So I'm just creating a little loop. I'm using these 2 pliers because my hands have been like not very happy with me. All right, so I don't want to keep bending wire with these hands, with my hands, because my skin is like getting angry and my skin on my fingers start to hurt. So try not to do that, you guys. So I'm just creating a little loop. See how I create that loop? This is the front of it. Okay. And then this is the back. Doesn't look too messy in the back, so that's helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up a little bit. So this is another thing that I got on Amazon that's really cool. Oh, here they are. They come like this. I have this little thing on a post. So I'm just gonna take that off just because you don't need it. And it protects the post so that, you know, it's not getting bent. And then it has a little hole in the bottom, you know, and it's nice shiny. I have a couple different types, but I like this one the best. And so all I'm gonna do is with that open-ended loop, I'm just gonna slip it right on there. Okay, would you like to go on there? There you go. Okay. And then I'm gonna close it. And this is another thing that I get on Amazon. I get them 100 at a time. These plastic backs. So I love these backs. Slip that on, and that is the earring, you guys. Let me slip it on to my popsicle stick earring holder thing. And then there you have it. Yeah, I really should start doing that because all of a sudden my fingers have been like, you can kind of see too a little bit with them. They're like, I'm starting to get, oh, these aren't that bad. Besides the freaking paint from these beads, but these aren't bad. So it's a little bit, you know, starting to feel tender. So what I have been using, but I haven't grabbed them for some reason, is these. So these have helped me. This is for my thumb though. These have helped me, but right now I'm trying to assess which fingers are the problem, and I gotta find my other one for my index finger. But I've been using these and I can still feel pretty much with them. This one's way too big, but yeah. These I get on Amazon. Everything I get on Amazon, you guys, come on. So I get these on Amazon, and I used to use them for when I would do a lot of glue gun stuff. I would do a lot of glue gun projects and things like that. Oh, doggy potty breaks. That's right. And you got like what, 12? You got a lot of potty breaks to do. I got a doggy door, which is even worse for Bronco. Like, You got a doggy door, bro. You don't need people to bring you outside. You can go outside on your own. So that's even worse when he pees on the floor. I'm like, really, bro? Really, bro? Really? So anyway, yeah, when he does that, I'm like, you're killing me, kid. So I'm going to start using these guys. It's a good suggestion, Sandy. I will definitely do something to protect my hands, because I started to notice that at least this week, because I was doing all these lives and stuff, and I was like, and it was all wire wrapping things, of course. So I've noticed that 13, see, wait, did you get another one? I thought it was 12. Lord, go on your potty breaks. I might not be here when you get back though. I love you. Bye. So I will get on my Discord, and if you guys missed that, the Discord, I'm gonna put it on the screen again. It should be up there. There it is. So I'll put it on the screen again. That's the email address. If you missed it, it's in the description box below also. So I'm gonna do a pendant. Oops, right here. The camera is right here. Why did I think the camera's over there? No one knows. But yeah, I'm gonna make a pendant out of these, and I'm gonna post a picture. Now, let me show you guys really quick. I actually have to switch the camera real quick. Sorry. Okay. So this is on my loom right now. This may look crazy, over the top, scary, but this, oh, mine doesn't go poop or pee when there's somebody out there. They're like, oh no, someone's gonna steal us. I don't know why he thinks somebody's gonna steal him, but yeah. But the thing about it is, which is crazy, when Bronco doesn't go pee pee or poo poo because there's like lawn people out there, he'll hold it. He will actually hold it. I don't get it. I don't get his mentality. I don't know if it's just because I am a new dog owner, but yeah. The place of stones, yeah. Amazon has everything. That's my problem. That's my problem. I'm just fine with Amazon and buying Amazon. Like, my husband doesn't like get upset if there's like multiple Amazon packages at the door, because half the time it's already paid for because I earn money on Amazon. So I get a lot of the stuff for free, and then a lot of it, suppliers would send it to me and be like, try this out. Think you like this, or da da da, and then they're like, what you doing over there? Oh, look at that. Now here's my thing, and I love the fact that you're using bigger beads. Are you using Mayuki? No, they're all different sizes. Okay, and that's the only problem. I've been trying to grab, oh, and this is a beautiful color too. Where's these beads? This right here, these beads are a beautiful color. And I don't like making them hold it. Oh, they're tiny babies. They got tiny bladders. So with these beads, I've been trying to just pick the beads. I'm trying to pick the beads so that they're a little bit uniform. I try to keep them the same. So I love these color beads. Again, these are beads that are, they are that color. Like, the plastic is that color. It's not painted. Look at the brightness of it. I love it. And then you couple it together with some blue. Oh my God, I love it. So this right here is going to be the top of the earrings that I'm making. You see how I actually decreased on them so that it would look more, you know, in the shape of a bead. And I think right here is where I'm going to have the what is the word I'm looking for? I'm going to dangle. I'm going to have like little threads of beads, and I'm going to have them dangling down, like have them like little tassels, beaded tassels or something like that. So I'm trying to do, yeah, I'm trying to keep them uniform. I'm just picking out some, because there's some that are like a little longer than they should be. I just avoid those and just make sure I get ones that are kind of, you know, similar sizes. So that's what I have been doing. So I have to do what I did over here. I have to do it here and finish that off. I tried. So this is another technique too, is the over under threading, and basically that gives it more stability and keep it together. So I'm trying to get techniques for you guys to use, because I feel like with bead looming, once I took it off the loom, they fall apart and it's terrible, and I hate it. I always hate all the projects that I pull off the loom. So if you see this project with the gold, and I have gold beads in there, I think, yeah, I have these gold spacer beads. I love them. Oh my goodness, look at the shine on those. Love them. So if you see me with a pair of earrings and they look like this, I did it on a loom and I'm very happy. And you know, it's been a while since I actually made a project that I'm actually going to use. So this right here is the word I'm looking for, the expression I'm looking for, is like a do or die. Because if I don't get this and I can't figure out, and if this technique doesn't work, what I'm doing is over and under, and then when I cut it, I'm gonna glue the weft threads. I'm gonna glue them to a backing, either it be leather or felt or whatever, something like that, to keep them uniform. And I'm doing the over under, I'm doing the thread it in and out using a 𝕤𝕒 thread. I'm doing all kinds of things because I need it to be stable. I hate having beads just out there because I've had it break on me. I did looming stuff and it breaks on me, and I'm like, I can't do this. So I gave up on the looming because I just wasn't experienced enough with it. But now we have like YouTube videos out there, and I've been finding a lot of different techniques that I said, let me try that, so I could be able to teach it to you guys. So don't be afraid to try the looming, you know, try it out. So tonight what I'm going to do is I am going to fix your guys' icons. I am going to make a salmon colored labyrinth circle earrings, but I'm going to make them really small. Then I am going to make a labyrinth circle, labyrinth circle earrings technique for a pendant. And then I'm going to finish off my looming, and then I'm going to put that on my Discord so you guys can see it and what I'm doing. So I'm going to do looming finish. Okay, so I do have those. I have a list. It's written down, and then I'm going to do that tonight, and then I'm going to show you pictures. You guys, I'm going to be posting pictures and stuff, just to, you know, something. You have to keep busy, you guys. It's very important you guys keep busy. Keep busy, have different projects. Yeah, so we did this today. For some reason, this one looks bigger than this one. This is the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all 5. I don't know what happened. Oh, I think because I put more wire here, it made it, you know, it made it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I might just add some more to it or something. I don't know. But anyway, that was a fun project. I'm glad that I got that done. But I might even play around with my loom next week. How about that? So next Tuesday, I'm going to try to get this figured out. So I'm going to use this as a thumbnail for next week. So next week, I'm going to do a live messing around with my loom to see if I can actually teach it, so that if your guys are going to be my sounding board as I'm teaching this looming and what I'm doing. I'm going to start it from the beginning, and ooh, that would be really, you're right, could be a really nice pen. Oh, pretty in pink. I need to learn how to read, that's for sure. Yeah, pretty in pink, but except for the pink coming off on my fingers. But other than that, yeah. So next week, this is my idea, you guys. I'm going to do the looming, and I'm going to do it from start to finish. Not really start to finish, but at least to the concept of doing a short project. Because this right here is short. Safety pin earrings. Okay, let me know about that. And so I'm gonna do a project from start to finish like this. This was quick. This literally, to do this particular project, just the beading part, took about, yeah, pink. I know. I need to read. I should have figured that out on my own, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. So this only took me about 20 minutes to do. This part took a little bit longer because I'm trying to fortify the beads. But I'm going to show you guys from start to finish, me putting the webs on there and how easy it can be, and how you can make it hard for yourself. So I think that's what we're doing. We're doing looms on looming stuff on next Tuesday. So if you guys can get a clean loom, if you have it, that's what I'm going to do. I got it. Because I was a little worried, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing next week, but I really want to do this. Yes, please share it on Discord. I'll be looking for that. I will get the notifications for that and all that good jazz. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next week. Hopefully, if you guys can send me an email, I'll see you in the Discord, and I will get you added, send you a link, and all that good jazz. So yeah, this is what I'm actually going to work on this first. I'm going to work on this first and get it out of the way. And then I'm going to start sharing some things to Discord to show you what I'm doing. You guys, I'm going to tell you in a live next week what techniques I used. And you're going to be like, you did what? And I'm like, yes, I did. I did looming. I even did looming with wire. Yes, I did looming with wire. It was not fun. I'll never do it again. But I can see where it could have worked, but I needed to figure out the combination. I couldn't figure it out. So make sure you have your loom. If you guys can have a loom clean so you can like follow along if you want to, it's up to you. And other than that, I'll see you next week. Bye, Darlene. Bye, Sandy. Bye, Azur. Bye, A Place for Stones. Bye. I'm going to call you Lola, even though I know that's not. I think that's an I. Oh, see? Here I am again. I'm going to call you Lola because I like it. Bye, Lola. Bye, Place for Stones. Everybody who's talking in the chat. Marie's already gone. Bye. Yeah. Did I miss anybody? Darlene, did I say bye to you? Bye, Darlene. So, yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.